have a very interesting show ahead of you. Some COVID-themed topics that are coming up, and others not so much. I cannot wait to introduce you to the first two guests we have with us, Dr. Chris Tang and Miss Julie Begum. Hello, thank you so much for joining us today.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. It's so good to see you all. Just would you like to take a moment to introduce yourselves? Just say what you do and what your name is.
My name is Dr. Chris Tang. I'm a lecturer at King's College London at the School of Education, Communication and Society, and I've been leading a project focusing on health communication about COVID with UK Bangladeshis.
Fabulous.
And I'm Julie Begum. I'm chair of the Shadinata Trust and a partner with Chris on this project, learning about COVID in East London's Bangladeshi community.
Well, it's lovely to have you here, Chris and Julie. Obviously, your project is huge, and it's surrounding trying to find out the misinformation, challenging the misinformation about COVID amongst the British Bangladeshi community. And so the end of this project, essentially, well, you're nearing the end, but it kind of resulted in an animation. And without giving so much, too much away, I want to show our audience a short clip. I hope you guys enjoy it. Is an absolutely beautiful animation. It looks like it's going to be interesting, and it's going to cover a lot of deep and emotional topics surrounding the coronavirus. But before we get on to the different characters in the stories, can you tell us a little bit more about the process of the project and what led you to the decision to actually start doing this project?
Well, it was around the time at the start of the pandemic. It came quickly and unfortunately apparent that UK Bangladeshis were more likely to be severely affected by the health outcomes. I mean, the horrific statistic we have from PHE was that in the first wave, Bangladeshis were twice as likely to die as white British people. So there was a clear inequality there. At the same time, I'd been involved in previous research looking at health communication with this and other communities, and we didn't think that this one-fit-all messaging that was going out initially was going to be very accessible. So we had this combination of more vulnerable people and also poor communication. So we really wanted to do a project that looked at how people were sharing and communicating and learning about COVID, and to see where we could help.
And Julie, leading on from that, you interviewed lots of families, didn't you? Could you tell us a bit more about that?
Yes, so initially we interviewed people over the age of 60, men and women, who were the most vulnerable and the most isolated in the community. So we wanted to find out about their experiences and how they were finding out about COVID and what they needed to do to stay safe, and what that actually looked like. And we found out lots of different situations from different people's backgrounds and circumstances,
And so, alongside finding out about misconceptions that they may have had and misconceptions that you want to challenge, you also found out about a lot of issues that were affecting their mental health. And so how do you think you speaking to them about these problems helped them? How do you think this project has aided them?
Yes, I mean, asking about their experiences was a really liberating experience for a lot of people, especially the older women who were very isolated and couldn't see their families. We conducted these interviews over the phone because we couldn't meet face to face. And it was really important to ask them about their experiences, how they were feeling, what effect that was having, not seeing their family members, not being able to see their grandchildren, etc. And so it gave them a space, a forum to be able to talk about their experience.